Hi, I'm Cash. Welcome to Good Goal or Bad Defending Premier League Edition. I use my over 20 years coaching experience breaking down football so you can either become a better coach or a better football player, maybe put some of what I say into practice in your next football game, or maybe just chatting down the pub to tell someone why they're stupid at the football. So we're going to break down a bit of United, but it's going to come down to the same thing. I'm going to say it now, and it's going to be a running theme as it goes through the whole year with United. They don't have a midfield. Casemiro, he's one man. He's okay. He's not a world beater. If he was, he'd still be at Real Madrid. He's okay. He's an okay Premier League midfielder. Yeah, he's okay. He's not world class. He's okay. He needs other people around him. They tried it with Christian Eriksen, and I think Fred and McTominay. I think Fred's gone. McTominay's not even in the rotation anymore. They're not good enough. They're not okay midfielders. They're just not good enough. And you've got Mason Mount coming in, and he's not good enough. He's a good bench player. He's a good squad player. But he's not going to help win the game. He's not going to win the ball back and do something amazing. So Casemiro is pretty much on his own in centre midfield. And you're going to see some of that. I haven't even looked at these, started breaking these goals down yet. But I guarantee you that's going to be an issue. Right, let's move this forward. Here we go with the first goal. Let's move this back. You can see how much acres of space he's got over there. Now, sometimes when you're coaching, you're not really worried because the guy's got acres of space. And we say, well, he's got too much to do. Well, what do you mean he's got too much to do? Well, what's he going to do? There's one player in the middle here. He's got too much to do to try to get all the way in here without us getting to him and closing him down. He's got too much to do. Not in this case, though. So let's see what happens. Bump. As he's running. He's not running hard enough in my book, though. Even though it looks like it's a non-threatening attack, I'd want him sprinting back harder than that because it's a casual run, really, isn't it? But here we go. It's not a defensive four because obviously one bazooka I think's over here, and that's the defensive four. But there's enough of a line because, you know, they're marking one player here. Bazooka's staying out wide. Okay, that's okay. That's not bad. There's only two players in the box. What could go wrong? United's got six? Not that bad. Bump comes along. All of a sudden, again, this doesn't look like any real danger. Tottenham are doing this one key thing, though. And their coach actually thinks quite good. So if you watch this back, you'll see a lot of the times the players, because obviously I was watching this game, they get to the byline and then look to pull it back here into this space. I can remember we used to call these like indoor goals. So if anyone's played indoor, that's generally how you'd score, is push it to one side, knock it back, push it to one side, knock it back. That's what we used to do. And especially if you played indoor with boards, you'd use the boards to do the same thing. Okay, and they did this a couple of times, and it ended up making some goals happen. So let's have a look at this one. Boom, as it comes in, Varane, I like it here. He goes with the player. You can see the player stepping out and Varane goes with him. Brilliant. That's exactly what you want. But there's a space that starts to open up here. There's a little pocket of space here. And it's interesting how the pockets of space always end up being where the goal's scored from. Let's have a look. Bump, off it goes. Dump, bit of a bundle, bit of a misgo. But look, here we go. I think Mason Mount's number 7, running in, not doing anything. Bump, balls in the top net box. Right, watch that again. Let's see where that run comes from. Let's put it all the way back. Here he is. Look how far Mason Mount is. He's ahead of the player. He's got miles of space on him. Time on him because this guy's too far out. Yet he doesn't do anything. That's why he's not a good enough midfielder. When he's got the ball at his feet, he's a good football player. I expect you to be good with the ball at your feet. You're a Premier League football player. It's what you do when you don't have the ball. And this is what he does when he doesn't have the ball. And this is why he's not a good footballer. Let's watch. Bump. Watches him walk past him, and he smashes it in the top of the net box. Harry Maguire could have done that, mate. Let's get on to the next goal. Okay, so here we come to the next goal, and again, it's going to exasperate of what I've said about the midfield play. Have a look at how easy this is. Ball comes in, boff, here we go. There's no United shirts anywhere near him. Look, you've got 3 players here. 3. There's no United shirts anywhere near to contest this ball. Look at Varane, tell him, what are you doing? Get onto the ball. Standing around. Let's have a little look. Let's move this forward. Varane's gone. Pulled out of space there. They're starting to notice the trouble in behind. But this is a classic. The ball's gone up. So the ball's gone up. It's going to go back and it's going to go through. The old up, back, and through. Let's have a look. As it goes forward, boom, there's the through. Okay, now Varane is out of position, but he's still marking a player. Everyone else for United, look at these guys, still jogging, doing nothing. Okay, we'll leave Rashford alone because he's supposed to be up there. Mount's jogging again, not doing anything. And this is what I was saying about getting beaten in midfield. There was 3 players there with an uncontested pass, and there wasn't even a decent ball. It was just a hump forward ball, and to a completely unmarked guy over here. Dump. Good first touch. Well, he's in the Premier League, I expect it. Again, Varane's out of position, and this is what happens. Unfortunately, when Varane's out of position or he's not playing, United are even worse than ever. Like, it's awful. So as the ball comes in here, I want you to have a little look at the shape here. You've got 2v1. Everyone's still jogging back. You can't even see Mason Mount in the field again. Can't even see him in the picture. Oh, look, here he comes. Here he comes. The ball comes in right here. As the ball comes in, it's a nothing shot, to be fair. It's an absolutely nothing shot. Dumpf scuffs it and puts it in the net box. And that keeper there is supposed to be brilliant. Yeah, we'll give him 1, right? It's the start of the season. I'll give him 1, but he needs to be better than that, replacing David De Gea. We'll give him 1. We'll see how many more of those blunders he does in the season as it goes on. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Cash Does the Old Footbally Talk.